jails. Joining us now, nationally syndicated radio host Dana Loesch. Dana always tells you just like it is what's going on. Dana, when you heard this is the problem. Is Minnesota Democrats are blocking ICE in jail transfers and not cooperating with ICE detainers in local jails. Most states, even California, transfer from state prisons. So does Minnesota. Do you think that Walz is going to step up and, transfer out of jails? People don't want to see mob riotings or shootings on the street. They also don't want to see criminal, illegal murderers and rapists not deported.
Oh, you're exactly right, Liz, and thank you so much for having me again. It's always so good to be on with you. You're right, and I question Walz because he's coming out of the gate being very disingenuous about this, just as you noted. He says, well, Minnesota already does this, but their city and county jails do not do this. In fact, it's been established practice since 2021 in Minnesota for city and county jails to ignore ICE detainer requests on this. They've been doing this since 2021. That's the whole reason that ICE had to go to Minnesota. This isn't like other blue cities or blue states, because not every Democrat leader has been avoiding talking with DHS and working with Immigrations and Customs Enforcement. Minnesota has been really bad at this. I would say even worse than California. California has been honoring detainer requests more so than Minnesota has. So that's why these ICE agents are there, because these leaders have been failing spectacularly, not just failing their fellow citizens, but they've also been creating these chaotic situations. All for who? As you were talking about, Liz, I went through this list last week on my broadcast, the full published available list of all of those that ICE have been detaining. And these are, no exaggeration, they're child predators, they're rapists, they're murderers. Every single one of these individuals had at least one violent conviction, one. Most of the other ones had 2 and 3. Those are the people that they're getting off the streets. They're not going after busboys and fruit pickers. They're going after these violent criminal aliens. Tim Walz needs to step up, and he needs to stop the rhetoric, and so does Jacob Fry. They need to stop pouring gas on this fire.
You know, so many would agree with you, Dana. Even the Minnesota Chamber of Commerce, 60 CEOs from Best Buy, Target, Land O'Lakes, they said enough. They said work with federal officials. They asked the state to de-escalate. There are more ICE arrests in states like Virginia, Georgia, Tennessee than Minnesota. No protests because they cooperate. What do you make of the reports that these are not organic grassroots protests? A highly coordinated, well-funded Antifa operation, localized signal chats and tracking apps, a command control structure, supply lines, food drops, and Democrat nonprofits are paying for them and paying to bust them in. What do you think?
I would imagine some of the taxpayer dollars that have been wasted and with the Somali diaspora up there in Minnesota are being funneled towards these efforts as well. This is the same playbook the left has used, going back to Weather Underground, going back to Occupy Wall Street, and even in the early days of BLM and Antifa. You have these leftist agitator networks that flip a switch and they all activate. They're all in Signal. They're all in these other messaging apps. There have been a number of independent journalists that have embedded themselves. That's why we have these screenshots. They're actually following people that they think are connected to ICE, not even ICE agents, people that they think look like law enforcement. And they're taking their license plate number. They're adding it to a database that they all share with each other so they can all stalk these people. This is dangerous. Whenever these elected officials talk about tyranny, that's the tyranny we're all talking about. That's lawlessness and disorder. And they're encouraging these wayward, wannabe cosplaying street vigilantes who have no real training. They go out there and they put themselves in dangerous situations that create a tragic chain of events. We want to avoid that. So they need to work with ICE. They need to stop this. And you're right. It's all organized and very well funded.
Dana Loesch, thank you so very much. Great insights there. We appreciate you very much.